Hey everybody, it's Sam. Just here to flow with you today. Just a reminder, if you are doing this outside, um, drink water. Stop and take water breaks whenever you feel like you need them. Don't push, and you've got the luxury of hitting pause anytime you feel like you need to. So do it, and don't do anything crazy to hurt yourself. So, rock there. So this evening we'll just find a nice spot to sit, just to ground. So whether you want to take a bound angle with soles of your feet together, you can stay just in an easy seated position with the legs crossed. You can also stack your shins to your feet, or kind of like knee to foot. I've got a little bit of space up in here because I'm kind of tight. But as long as it's not flopping way up, it's probably beneficial to you to do this pose. So just trying to find some way that you can just sit and be for a moment. And you can kind of briefly revisit your day today. And then you can begin to notice the quality, the cadence, the feel of your breath. You can take some neck stretches and neck rolls here. And if you feel like you'd like to move the arms a little bit, you can inhale the arms up overhead. And you can clasp your fingers here if you like. You can turn the arms and stretch them up. You can bend over to the right a little bit, back up to center, and over to the left, and then back up to center. You can grab the right wrist if you like. You can bring the hands down in front of you, and then just let the spine round. And then you can even move side to side here. You can bring the arms back up. Then you can grab that left wrist. Bringing the hands back down. Rounding the spine. And then you can let that go. So here, with your nice seat, we'll just do a reverse tabletop here because it's just such a nice little stretch that doesn't get done enough, and it feels good. So you can put soles of feet on the mat. So you can put your hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards your feet. And then when you're ready, inhale or exhale, pushing up. And you can continue to look up. If it feels okay, you can drop the neck back. You can shift your weight around here a little bit. Then you can exhale and lower back down. Then we'll inhale or exhale, lift back up. Next breath back down. Inhale or exhale, back up. Back down. And then inhale or exhale, back up. Back down. Inhale or exhale, back up. And come down. And one last time, inhale or exhale, back up. And come back down. You can bring both of your feet out in front of you. We'll just take a nice little stretch here. We're not super warm yet, so probably not going to be as flexible as you might be near the end of practice, but just a nice little gentle stretch. You can inhale the arms up, exhale, reaching forward. The sun's starting to go down, so it's not in my eyes right here, so that's nice. And then I've got a pretty good bend in my knees here as well. I just want to make sure there's not like a big shadow. There's like a glare on my screen from how I see it. And then you can come back up. So, let's do a little twist here. And then we're going to do some core things because that's fun. So you can bend your knees, bring soles of feet to the mat. And then you can just wrap your left arm around. And then you can just twist kind of open to the right. Back across. And now right arm comes across. And you can keep the arm up and reach back, or you can just bring it back from the jump and twist. Alright, and then you can come back to front. So I'm going to take my glasses off, I think. We'll see. I might need them once we stand up. So you can switch, we're going to do a boat here. So you've got many different options. You can come to a half boat with the knees bent. You can gently, lightly hold on to the backs of the legs or even hands to the mat. Arms can come out. You can come full boat, legs straight up. You can come to low boat. So the low back is on the mats, but the shoulder blades are off. And once you start shaking and feeling that shaking, that's when you're building core strength. So that's the good stuff. You can lower that down all the way. You can take a nice little stretch overhead. Oh, good times. And then you can grab behind one leg and then just kind of pull your top half up, and then it'll just shift you back up to a seated position. And then we'll do this one more time. So you can choose your boat, whichever boat you would like to be on is the perfect boat. All right, let it come down. Almost inhaled a bug through my nose. How special. So, you've got choices here. You can do 3 rocks to come to standing. So, grabbing behind the knees, you can, if you've never seen this done before, you can rock, and come to standing. So that's one option. Or, without any momentum or anything, you can just try to come to standing without putting your hands on the mat. So just pushing up. I mean, yeah, like I had a little back step, a little counterbalance, but that's okay. So either way, these things are good predictors of longevity and living forever, and I want us all to live forever. So just try it. If you have to put one hand, 2 hands, if you have to rock forward and come to your knees, hands on the mat, whatever. But just get on the ground and try to get back up. Because eventually, the more and more you try to get on the ground, you get on the ground and try to get back up, it'll get a little easier, a little easier, a little easier each and every time. So we're on the front of our mats. You can inhale the arms up. And then you can exhale and come to a nice gentle forward fold. So the knees might be bent here to start, and that's perfectly okay. You can let the neck and the head hang. We'll do a little twist here while we're here. So you can bend your right leg, right knee, right hand to a mat or to the mat or on a block or something. And then you can inhale and you can twist open to the left. And then practicing drishti, really practicing that one pointed focus. So looking up, if you can look up, you can look at the hand up in the sky, kind of at that thumb. If you can't look up, focusing on your hand that's on the mat. You can exhale and come back to that forward fold. We'll twist to the other side. So left knee bent, left hand on the mat or block. You can inhale that right arm up. So remember, practicing your drishti here. So looking at the right hand or down to the left. Doesn't matter which one you're at. And then you can come back to that forward fold. We'll inhale to a halfway lift, so hands are either on the shins or to the mat. Exhale back to that forward fold. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then you can exhale the hands to heart center. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. Now let's come on to our tiptoes, this candlestick, candle flame pose. So it really works to strengthen the ankles, the calves even. So if you kind of plan to let yourself come down and then come back up, you're actually getting they're like calf raises. But you're kind of working, you're really gaining that strength. So don't be afraid to come down if you need a rest. Or if you're feeling wobbly, that is cool. That's the point of this. And then you can exhale, heels to the mat, forward fold. We'll inhale, halfway lift. And then you can exhale, hands come to the mat, step the right leg behind you, lower the right knee to the mat for a low lunge. When you're here, you can inhale your hands to the knees, to the hips, or the arms can come up. And then exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step back to plank. And then when you're ready, exhale and lower down to the mat. We'll inhale just to cobra. So you can do a baby cobra, lifting the chest up and the arms, excuse me, I'm burping, coming up here. Or you can keep the hands sort of under the shoulders and just push up a little bit. Either one is fine. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Inhale to plank. And then exhale back to down dog. We'll inhale the right leg up. Exhale, right foot comes through to the hands. Lower your left knee to the mat for the lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale your hands come to the knees to hips, or the arms can come up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step up to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step your left leg behind you. Lower your left knee to the mat for a low lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale your hands to the knees to the hips, or the arms can come up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step back to plank. And then when you're ready, exhale, lower down to the mat. We'll inhale either with that baby cobra or cobra. Exhale back down to the mat. Inhale to plank, and then exhale back to down dog. You can inhale your left leg up behind you. Exhale, the left foot comes through to the hands. Drop your right knee to the mat for a low lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale your hands to the knees to the hips, or the arms can come up. Exhale your hands to the mat. Curl the back toes, inhale, step up. Halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up overhead. Let's grab the left wrist and then just side bend over to the right. Inhale back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step your right leg back behind you. Lower the right knee to the mat for a low lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. We'll inhale, step back to plank. And then while we're here in this plank, let's just lift one leg, and the other, and then the right leg, and then the left, right leg, left, right leg. All right, you can exhale and lower down to the mat. We'll inhale to baby cobra or cobra. If you want to do a cobra. So the arms still have a little bit of a bend in them. Elbows aren't out. They're kind of drawing in to the sides. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale to plank. And then exhale back to down dog. Inhale your right leg up behind you. As you exhale, you can bring that right knee to the right elbow. Back up. Exhale, knee to chest. Back up. Then you can bring knee to left elbow. You can stay here. You can drop that foot out to the side. Then come up into a fallen triangle. Back down. You could also lower a little bit here. You might notice a little bit of a IT band stretch. Right leg back up. Exhale, foot comes through to the hands. Sweet relief, lower that left knee down. When you're ready, you can inhale your hands to the knee to the hips, or the arms can come up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl the back toes. We'll inhale, step up to halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up overhead. We'll grab the right elbow right wrist this time, leaning over to the left. Back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step your left leg behind you. Lower the left knee to the mat for the lunge. When you're ready, you can inhale your hands to the knee to the hips, or the arms can come up. Exhale the hands to the mat. Curl the back toes, inhale, and step back to plank. All right, so this time, right leg out to the side, left leg out to the side. And then you can bring your right knee to chest, left knee to chest. Right leg out to the side, left leg out to the side. Right knee to chest, left knee to chest. And then you can exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale to cobra or to baby cobra. Exhale back down to the mat. Inhale to plank. And then exhale back to down dog. We'll inhale the left leg up behind. As you exhale, left knee to left elbow. Back up. Left knee to chest. Back up. And then left knee to right elbow. You can drop that foot and then come back to a fallen triangle. Hand can come back down. Back up to your three-legged down dog. And as you exhale, left foot comes through to the hands, or the right knee to the mat. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms, or hands to knees to hips. The arms can come up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Curl the back toes. Inhale, step up for halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale the hands to heart center. I'm going to take a drink here, just because I feel thirsty. Okay. All right. So, getting back into things. We'll do just a little bit of like a pose to some sort of balancing pose, I guess is what I mean here. I'm like trying to think of like how to say words and things. So we'll start. This is how my idea. And you might want to, we've got a hair on me. You might want to switch your stance to long ways on your mat. It may not bother you to have your feet off of your mat. Get off. But your feet might be off the mat as well. So we're going to come to a goddess squat. I know I've been doing a lot of goddess squatting lately, but squats are good. Project booty with the squats. So first, you can just tip forward, kind of a forward fold. You can straighten the knees. So not a super intense fold, but then we'll come back up to that goddess squat. Forward fold. To goddess squat. Forward fold. To goddess squat. Moving with the breath, of course. Forward fold. To goddess squat. Alright, now what we're going to do, you're going to launch out and you're going to try to do a half moon to the right here. So from your goddess squat, you will come over, half moon. You can also try to bring your left arm kind of over in front of your right here for this half moon. Really nice stretch on the left side of the ribs. Set back down, goddess squat. Guess what? Half moon on the other side. So to the left. Once again, you can try to sit that right hand down. You don't have to, however. Back to goddess squat. Half moon on the right again, whenever you're ready. Back up to goddess. Woo. However you make it is however you make it. Over to the left for your half moon. And I came out in the front, so you can just come back to your goddess squat if you're ready. Hold it here. Breathing. Alright, you can come back up. Maybe you can even take a star. And then you can just let your hands come down to the sides. So you can step back to the front of your mat. This brief intermission that we just did. So, we'll do another sort of sun salutation. If you've watched my videos, you've heard me mention Michael Johnson before. He is one of my favorite yoga teachers that I have studied with. I'd like to call him a mentor and even a friend. He's just a really cool guy. So he's been toying with creating a sun salutation that doesn't necessitate, doesn't have a down dog or even like a plank chaturanga in there. He said he had requested it, and people had requested that he work on that. And I think it's a great idea because, gosh, those are the main poses that you get a million times a class if you're, doing sun citations. So we'll do just one of his sun citations here, just a really nice flow. So we'll do that a couple times and we'll take it from there. So you can come back to the front of your mat. You can inhale your arms up overhead. And then you can grab the right wrist and lean over to the left. Inhaling or exhaling, coming back up. And exhale. You can begin to lift the left leg up and come to a warrior 3. You could also bend both the right knee and the left knee. I think you call this grasshopper, and it's a little less taxing. As you exhale, you can set that left foot back, come to a warrior 1. Next breath, you can exhale. We'll shift to warrior 2, but at the back of the mat. Next breath, you can inhale. We'll come to a peaceful warrior. So you can let the right hand rest on the right leg. Drishti here is the hand up above you. Exhale, come back through to a side angle. Here, Drishti is the right hand. Then you can inhale, and you can straighten that front leg. We'll come to a triangle here. Drishti again would be that right lifted hand. It could also be your left hand. As you exhale, you can frame your left foot with your hands, and then you can drop this back right knee, and we'll just come to a low lunge here. So you can breathe here for a moment. In your next breath, you can inhale or exhale, coming up to a low lunge. So you can make it like the 90-degree angle lunge. You can also kind of let it get a little deeper and back bend. As you exhale, you can bring both hands together in a prayer. You can stay here, or you can bring right elbow to the outside of the left thigh for a little twist. And you can stay here, or you can pop the back foot up. Next breath, we'll shift up to a star. So you'll want to hop that back foot in a little bit, and then come around to a star. And then next breath, you can step back to start. So pretty neat, nice little sequence of poses there. So when you're ready, you can inhale the arms up again. We'll grab the left wrist, this time lean over to the right. Next breath back up. You can exhale and then lean forward into your warrior 3, lifting the right leg this time. Remember, bending, you can bend both of those legs. You can even come to an airplane. Gently let the right foot come down for warrior 1. And you can clasp both hands here. You can bring them down before you come up. Just more back bending happening. Next breath, you can come to warrior 2 at the back of your mat. Inhale, you can let that left hand come to the left leg, reverse warrior. Exhale, you can come up and over to your side angle. You can straighten that right leg and come to your triangle. Swatting away bugs while you're in triangle takes extra focus. As you exhale, you can kind of surround that right foot with both hands and then come down to a low lunge. We'll stay here for just a moment. Really noticing the stretch across that left hip. When you're ready, you can inhale the arms up, taking this lunge however you like. You can exhale, hands coming to heart center. You can stay here. You can bring the left elbow to the right thigh, and then you can twist and stay here, or you can curl the back toes, kind of lifting up. Next breath, we'll shift to that star. So I hop the back foot in and come up. And then exhale, back to standing. All right, so we'll try it just a little quicker this time, kind of in the typical sun salutation fashion, moving each part of the salutation with breath. So inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, grabbing right wrist, turning over to the left. Inhaling back up. Exhaling forward to warrior three, lifting the left leg up. Inhale, left foot comes back, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two at the back of the mat. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale to side angle. Inhale to triangle. Exhale down to that low lunge. Inhaling, coming up. Exhale, hands come to prayer. You can inhale and come across, hook. You can stay down or come up. And then exhale, make your way to star. And then inhale back to center. Inhale the arms up overhead. Rubbing the left wrist, bending over to the right. Inhaling back up. Exhale, come to your warrior three, lifting the right leg. Inhale, set that foot back for warrior one. Exhale, we'll do warrior two at the back of the mat. Then you can inhale, dropping that arm back for a reverse warrior. Exhale, come across. You're fine. Exhale, come across for a side angle. You're good. It's all good. That's what I live with in there. Nothing we're not used to. And then you can exhale, coming to a triangle pose. And then exhale down to your low lunge. On an inhale, you can come up. Hey, buddy. Exhale, the hands can come to prayer. You can inhale and come across, keeping the knee down or coming up. Then exhale to star. And inhale, coming back to the front of the mat. So I feel like it's kind of time to take it down here a little bit. Just grabbing a nice quick drink. And as usual, as always, if you feel like doing, practicing an arm balance and inversion, something like that, you certainly can. Crow is always a nice, safe arm balance to start. It is pretty sweaty, so depending on your legs sweat and your arms sweat situation. Like I'm pretty sweaty, so I don't think I'll try that today. But now is a good point in the class to kind of start and do that. So we'll just kind of do just a little bit of stretching before we actually, a few poses before we actually come back down to the mat. So you can come to the front of your mat or somewhere near the front of your mat. You can inhale your arms up. And then you can exhale. You can let the left leg come up. We'll come forward to a warrior three. I know I just said we're going to pull it down, but we are. Don't worry. Breathe and release. You can let the hands come down to the mat. You can take a standing split if you like. And then as you exhale, you can bring your left knee to the back of your right knee. Bend both of those knees. This is called Kundalini's descent. And then you can land on the left thigh here. See? Trust, breathe, and believe. So we'll do a twist here, however. So you can put the right hand down if you like, keeping the spine tall, and then you can twist to the right. Head and the neck should be the last thing to look back behind you. What's going on? It's okay. And then you can exhale and you can twist, kind of de-rotate over to the left if you like. And then you can come back to center. So I'm just going to flip myself around here so you can see what we're going to do. So you can just let the right leg come up. You can leave that left leg bent here. And then you can inhale the arms up. Exhale, leaning forward, coming just as far as feels good over that right leg. Remember, you can inhale or exhale, you can come up, and then you can bring that left hand back behind the left leg, and then you can just push up onto kind of the thigh and the shin of this left leg, and then just come to kind of that half gate pose. And you can exhale and sit back down. And guess what? You get your chance to try to sit up again. So you can either rock yourself up to standing, or you can just get up. Either way, I believe in you. I'm proud of you. You did it. So we'll inhale the arms up. And then exhale, you can come forward and the right leg will lift up this time for your warrior three. And then you can exhale, hands to the mat, take your standing split. And then you can bring right knee to the back of the left, lowering, bending them both, coming down onto the right thigh. How neat is that? And then when you're ready, you can twist over to the left. then you can exhale, you can de-rotate over to the right. Alright, and then I'll shift around, and you might have to actually as well, but we'll keep the right leg bent, left leg can come straight. You can bring the arms up, exhale, bending forward. When you're ready, you can inhale or exhale, come up. You can bring that right hand behind that right leg. Then you can push up. And you can exhale and come down. And then before we go to our backs, we'll just take that stretch that we took at the beginning of class. So both legs are nice and straight here. And you can take a little bend in the knees if you need, but you can inhale the arms up. And exhale, leaning forward. And then maybe here in the stretch, you just try to remember or try to recall the difference from the beginning of class to now, to the end of class. But don't get attached if it's really not that much different. That's okay. Alright, when you're ready, you can let go of that and come up. We'll shift the hips up. And you can come down onto your back. You can rock and roll here a little bit, side to side, or even rolling the hips around in a circular motion. And then you can take a twist if you like, so you can bring the arms out. I just don't quite have enough room here. But before you twist, you can shift your hips over to the right. Knees can come back in, and then drop them over to the left. And you can look over to the right if you like, if that feels comfortable for you. If you're ready, you can bring your knees back up to center. And you can shift the hips back to center as well. And then you can shift the hips to the left. Knees come into the chest and then drop them over to the right. And you can look to the right or the left. And then when you're ready, you can bring these back to center, and then you can set up for your Shavasana. So however feels good for you to just relax and surrender to stillness. Just let yourself get into that position. And then just walk us through a quick loving kindness meditation, because given all that's going on in the world, loving kindness is something that we don't need to be in a shortage of these days. So if you think of someone, maybe a child or a pet, a spouse, a partner, someone that you love unconditionally, just makes you the happiest in the world when you're in their presence. Just think of that person, let that feeling swell in your body and build up. And imagine giving yourself a nice big hug and transferring that love that you have for that person into yourself, loving yourself completely and fully. And then think of your family members, cousins, best friends, people that you already love a great deal and admire a lot. Imagine giving each and every one of them that hug with all this loving kindness that you build up towards yourself and giving it to them. Now in your mind's eye, think of acquaintances or folks that you have only seen in passing at the grocery store, the post office, around your town, where you work. Just think of those people and imagine giving each of them the same hug filled with the same love and kindness that you have for yourself and your family members. And then you're giving it to them, letting it grow and grow. And then in your mind's eye, think of people that you know that you don't see eye to eye with, or that you don't get along very well with. And imagine giving them a big hug and giving them your loving kindness as well. And then imagine all of the humans on the earth, all of the people that you've never met, every living organism, every animal, every being. Imagine giving each and every person that great big hug filled with all of your loving kindness. Imagine it spreading to each and every person, just building and building and building. Loving and caring for each and every being on this planet and the other planets and galaxies and galactic clusters and such. Just recognizing the fact that we are all the same, we are all one. I invite you to stay here for as long as you like. If you feel ready to move, you begin to do so. So small, gentle movements with the fingers and the toes. And then allowing movement to return to the body just however it naturally occurs. Maybe on your inhales to become slightly longer than your exhales. Then you can roll to one side of your choosing. And then when you feel ready, I invite you to join me in a comfortable seated position. We'll bring the hands to heart center. And close the eyes and take the gaze down. I'm so grateful to share this practice with each and every one of you. May you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you live with with ease. Namaste.